These are directions on how to do your fractions mixed review. You should have a packet that looks like this. It should be 2 pages long. This should all be review. It should be nothing new that you haven't learned already. Quick reminders though, when you are adding or subtracting decimals, we have to have denominators that are the same. And same for subtracting. And remember, denominators are that bottom number in a fraction, right? So if I have a 1 and a 2, the denominator would be that bottom number, that 2. So in order for me to add or subtract, my denominators have to be the same. If they're not the same, I need to multiply or divide to make them the same. Okay, so let's do sum. So let's start with number 1 here. So first thing I'm going to check is, are the denominators the same? The answer is yes, so I don't need to do anything to them. Remember that when you are adding or subtracting, the denominator stays the same even with the equal sign. So I'm not going to add 10 and 10 together. The denominator is still going to be 10. The only thing I am going to add is this top numbers. So 1 plus 3, which is 4. I know I can make 4 tenths smaller by dividing out a 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the answer is 2/5. Part of this assignment is you go down here and you look for the answer. So here is 2/5 right there. The directions say cross out the answer that matches each question. So since I found 2/5 as an answer, I'm actually going to cross it off and not use it anymore. Okay, and then at the end, this will spell something out. Let's do one that has a different denominator. So let's do number 7. Okay, if I look, the denominators are not the same, which means I can't subtract them yet. So I'm going to think to myself, what can I multiply 3 and 9 by to make it the same? And I know that 9 times 3 I can multiply together to make 27. So I'm going to try to make the denominators 27. So what do I need to multiply 9 by to make 27? That's 3. And I'm going to multiply the top by the same. So 7 times 3 is 21. And then what do I need to multiply 3 by to make 27? That's 9. So I multiply the top by the same. 1 times 9 is 9. Now I can subtract. Remember, the denominator is always the same, so it's always going to be 27. I'm going to do 21 minus 9, though. And that is 12. Okay, and then I'm going to see, can I take anything out of 12 and 27? I can. I can divide out of 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 27 divided by 3 is 9. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to cross off 4/9, which is right here. Okay, let's look at the multiplication and division ones. I'm not going to do a division one with you guys because we've been doing dividing fractions throughout the year. For dividing fractions, make sure you do keep, change, flip. And for multiplying fractions, you just need to multiply across. And the denominators do not have to be the same. So you don't need to make the denominators the same when you do it. The difference on this sheet is that it has adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Okay, so I'll do a multiplication one with you guys, but the division ones, like I said, we've been doing all year. You just do keep, change, flip, and then the adding and subtracting ones are just like the ones up here. Okay, so multiplication one, I'll do, here's one right here. You're just going to multiply straight across. 7 times 4 is 28. 9 times 9 is 81. I can't take anything out of 28 and 81, I don't think, but I can check down here to see if I see it. I do see it right here, so I'm going to cross it off and then keep going. Okay, if you have any questions, please talk to the people around you before talking to your teacher.